Data centers are starting to pop up across the state, in Ann Arbor and even in Grand Rapids, and now my neighborhood of Mason is preparing for one. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Sarah Polis, breaking down what this may mean and asking neighbors for their opinion.
We saw the challenges that these other communities were going through when they were dealing with data centers, and thought it would be a good idea for us to put together an ordinance.
Mason Mayor Russ Whipple told me the city is currently putting together local rules that would allow data centers into Mason. But what is a data center?
It's a giant distribution center for electronic information.
Whipple says the data center in Mason would add at least 30 new jobs. Data centers are used for running computer applications, delivering online services, and supporting cloud computing. More and more data centers have been built to power artificial intelligence. The centers use electricity to keep running and use water for cooling. Whipple says with government-offered tax incentives, data centers are starting to pop up across the state.
That state law is what kicked it off, and the city started getting inquiries from people requesting information about our capacities for water and sewer and whatnot.
So now they're asking neighbors for their opinions before finalizing what could bring the centers to my neighborhood. I met neighbor Kyle Wright, and he tells me he doesn't see an issue if the data center pays taxes.
If they can't get the brownfield and they do pay taxes, I mean, I don't really see an issue. I think the biggest thing that would be of concern is how much water is it going to use?
Wright says he can see the benefits, but also can see cons.
We're just pulling from a pool of water in the basement. Yeah. And so if that starts to drain out and they have to go dig somewhere else, I mean, eventually somebody's going to have to pay for that.
Back with Whipple, he says that investing in something like a data center can help sustain existing services without raising residential property taxes and potentially even lowering them.
There's a huge potential for tax revenue to help the city.
Whipple says a public information session will be on Monday, December 1st at City Hall starting at 5 p.m. Following the session, changes to the ordinance are expected at the City Council meeting later that night. I've linked to the current proposal on our website at fox47news.com. In Mason, I'm Sarah Polis, Fox 47 News.